Hey everyone! It is Monday, September 22nd. So not only is this Hobbit Day, but this is the day after the Word on the Street Festival in Toronto. The Word on the Street Festival has ran for 25 years, and it's this really awesome free festival in downtown Toronto that's focused on books and magazines, and it's just so much fun. This is the second year that we've got to go. And I thought I'd take a break from all of my editing to show you my ridiculous book haul. The first thing I got was The Disaster Artist, and this is the book by Greg, the guy who plays Mark in The Room, and it's basically my life inside The Room, the greatest bad movie ever made. Chelsea and I did an informal review of this about a year ago, and this book is just so much fun, and it just tells you everything you'd ever want to know about what's going on behind the scenes in that production, and just his relationship with Tommy Wiseau. And if you love The Room, then I suggest you give this book a read, because it clears up a lot of things, and yeah, like, I was really happy that I found this. I really wanted to own it, so now I do, and even in hardcover. So this was probably the best deal I found while I was down there. The next book I got was The Year of the Flood by Margaret Atwood, and every year I make this deal with myself that I'd read more Canadian fiction, and every year I don't. So this was kind of a motivation, and it was a nice pretty hardcover. And I have the other books in this trilogy, I just don't have this one. So I'm pretty pumped for it. I love post-apocalyptic sci-fi fantasy, and this book basically promises that. Looks like a lot of fun. Margaret Atwood is going to be at the Toronto International Book Fair, which is in November, so perhaps I will bring this with me to get signed, maybe? We'll see. Next on my list are two books by Philippa Gregory, the last two books in her Order of Darkness trilogy. I have the first one, I still haven't read it, but I saw these two on a table for hardbacks for $5, so I can't really say no to finishing a trilogy, and the books are just so pretty. So now the main reason we went down to this festival was because Kenneth Opel was going to be there. And when Chelsea and I were both kids, Kenneth Opel was one of our favorite authors because he wrote this series of books called the Silver Wing series following bats. And I can remember when I was little and I was reading these books for the first time, I was really confused why I liked them, because it was just so out of my area of interest, but these books were just so good. And so we're going down to this festival and he's going to be there, and Chelsea's smart. She actually digs out her old books. I don't. So I want him to sign something. And he's going on about his one trilogy that it's 10 years old. They've just released these new covers and he's talking about them, and they have basically everything I love. Mostly airships. I am such a sucker for airships. So I just drop the money and buy the entire trilogy, and they're these really pretty covers. So yeah, I'm going to hopefully be reading these soon, and so I got them signed because it was really funny when we went up to him and Chelsea handed him her old book. He was just like, well, these are old, and Chelsea was like, yeah, they're from grade 6. And finally, after we left the fair, we decided to go to Chapters because we didn't spend enough money. So I was perusing the horror section and I found this. I think it was about last year that Penguin started releasing these. These are hardcover collection classic horror, and they're all introduced by Del Toro, aka Pan's Labyrinth, aka The Strain, aka The Blogs. I should be editing right now, but I'm not because I'm filming this. And this is a collection of his favorite stories by H.P. Lovecraft. There are 6 books in total in the series. I now have 4 of them. The other ones I have are the Haunted Castles collection. I have American Supernatural Tales and The Haunting on Hill House. I just love these covers, and I love the spines. The pages are black and they're just so fancy looking and they feel nice. I got these two when I was at BookCon, and I've just been kind of picking them up whenever I can find them. But now I have to crawl back into my editing dungeon. I have to finish this week's episodes of Death of the Author. We have 3 more episodes of the Strain vlogs, meaning we're almost caught up, so that'll be great. It'll be nice to be caught up for once. We have a review on Scott Westerfeld's Afterworlds and Kendall Culper's Salt and Storm. I'm also working on a super secret project that coming out possibly in the next 2 days. It just depends how motivated I am. And we have a super secret movie review that Chelsea's actually writing right now. So, lots to do, lots to be doing, and I will be seeing you guys later.